All right, this is my current in-progress 6502 breadboard computer. The wiring is a bit of a mess and it's not done, but the cool part is that the UI hardware is all hard-mounted here. So there's a power switch, power LED and reset button, micro USB for power, a serial port that isn't in use yet. And over on this side, this is 3.3 volts for the Pi Pico, like debugging stuff, and then here's level shifters, and then over here is the actual, retro computer part. The currently the only thing that's hooked up is the CPU. These are all the I/O chips, and they're not hooked up yet. And then the RAM and ROM aren't hooked up. The address decoding isn't hooked up. But the cool thing that's happening right now is I've gotten to the point in like what Ben Eater did, where he used pull up and pull down resistors to set a default value on the data lines to EA, which so any read that you do from any memory location is going to be EA, which is the NOP instruction on 6502. And the result of this is that when you start up, you can actually see here as I turn this knob, it's going to just single step the clock. So right now the 6502 is going through its initialization, and then here it's reading the reset vector FFFC, FFFD, and both of those came back EA, which is telling it to jump to the memory location EAEA, which it does. And EAEA, when it tries to read from that, it's going to get, of course, EA, which is a NOP. And so then every two, you can see here as I turn 1, 1, 1, 1. So every other cycle here, it's just advancing to the next location. But the nice thing about this knob is I can sort of scrub quickly to move through clock cycles. Or I can click this and then run at various speeds. And so here we've just stopped at random memory location. And so this is working up to that point. Next step is to get the address decoding working so that then the RAM and ROM will work so that I can get some actual programs running and then get the I/O working. But I'm pretty excited that it's gotten to this point using this sort of Pi Pico with the screen and rotary encoder through the level shifters in order to provide both a kind of configurable clock and this kind of debugging view.